Your child's greatest influencer isn't TikTok. It's not their friends either. It's you. In a world where fitting in feels like everything, your voice can be the one that anchors them in truth, love, and courage. And when your parenting is rooted not just in wisdom, but in faith, you're giving your child the one thing peer pressure can't shake: identity in Christ. Imagine your teen silently struggling, just like 33 to 37% of teenagers all over the world, who say peer pressure was the hardest part of growing up. The decisions they make now, they're shaping not just habits, but who they believe they are. But there's hope, because when we guide from a place of love, prayer, and presence, we help them rise and not blend in. Peer pressure isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers, "Just do it. Everyone else's." It can push our children to compromise their values or inspire them to live them out. As parents, we're not just protecting them from pressure, we're equipping them to walk through it with faith and confidence. Peer pressure is the influence from friends or online communities to act, speak, or think a certain way just to belong. It's not always negative. Positive peer pressure can encourage good habits, kindness, and achievement. But negative pressure, that's what leads to risky behaviors and shaken self-worth. The Bible tells us, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Romans 12 verse 2. So, why do kids give in to peer pressure? There are a few key reasons. Desire to fit in. Kids often go along with the crowd just to feel like they belong. Fear of rejection or ridicule. They'd rather say yes than risk being left out. Lack of confidence or identity. When kids don't feel sure of who they are, they may follow others who seem more confident. Curiosity and risk-taking. Teens are naturally curious and push limits, sometimes without fully considering the consequences. As parents, we can help them develop the confidence and self-awareness to navigate these pressures. So what's the role of parents? The parents are the first line of defense. Now, let's talk about how you can be their first line of defense. The way children are treated and guided at home shapes the voice they hear inside. When they face decisions outside, affirmation builds confidence. When you speak to your child with love and truth, you help them build confidence. When they feel deeply loved, they're less likely to say yes just to be liked. Boundaries create safety. Clear expectations at home give them the structure they need to make strong, independent choices. Belonging starts at home. If they feel secure and accepted at home, they're less likely to seek approval from the wrong places. 4. Being emotionally present. Truly listening and connecting with your child. When they feel safe and heard, they're more likely to open up, trust you, and make confident, values-based decisions instead of giving in to peer pressure. Be the example. When you live out honesty, kindness, forgiveness, and resilience, even through struggles, you teach your child how to face challenges with strength, integrity, and a growth mindset. Let them see you pray when life is tough. Share how your faith helps you make hard decisions. Remind them, we don't have to be perfect. We just have to be rooted. Tip: start your day with a simple prayer together. Even a 20-second blessing over breakfast makes a difference. Build their identity in truth. Help them know who they are in God's eyes. Celebrate their strengths without comparing. Instill values of service, compassion, and integrity. Encourage emotional awareness, and teach them to name what they feel and bring it to God. Helping your child understand their strengths, values, and beliefs builds a strong sense of self and confidence. Teach assertiveness and spiritual strength. Equip them with tools to handle pressure. Refuse, explain, avoid, leave, and don't forget. Teach them to pray in the moment. They can say a prayer like this: God, give me courage to say no when I'm pressured, and strength to stand in truth. Scriptural affirmation to pray together. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him and he helps me. Psalm 28 verse 7. 6. What if they fall? Don't lead with shame, but lead with love. Turn mistakes into teachable moments. Rebuild trust patiently. Speak hope over them. Teach them to confess their mistakes to God, who is always merciful and willing to forgive. Mercy always opens the door to transformation. 7. Leverage positive peer influence. You can't control their friendships, but you can guide them toward life-giving ones. Encourage friendships rooted in kindness and shared values. Celebrate good role models they look up to. Involve them in youth groups, church service, sports, and anywhere character is nurtured. When they're surrounded by light, they're less likely to stumble in the dark. Creating safe spaces for communication. Create a judgment-free space where your child feels safe to open up. Listen with love, ask thoughtful questions, and let them know their voice matters. Balance guidance with trust. Stay involved, set clear boundaries, and lead by example, while giving your child the space to grow and make responsible choices. Your voice matters more than you think. Your prayers, your presence, your example. They're forming a foundation your child will stand on for life. Even in the face of pressure, they can choose truth. They can choose virtue. They can choose Christ. If this message encouraged you, hit that like button and share it with a fellow parent who needs a reminder. You are not alone, and neither is your child. Together, let's raise a generation who chooses light over pressure and faith over fear.